Hey, so the school just shut down.
For what?
Oh, you know, just some deadly virus that is very contagious and would very much kill you in a couple minutes or so.
Yeah, okay.
What? What's the problem?
Oh, nothing.
Anyway, since you can't go to school, we'll just have to move online.
Hello?
Good morning, class today.
Oh man,
Learning
what is with
about
this connection?
with the suck. Gonna kill you.
What? So it was a tough time for the world living with a deadly virus that sent everyone into what feels like solitary confinement. I'm not really an outside person, but I hated quarantine, especially because of online school. Wait, just let me explain. You see, I'm the type of person to be extremely lazy. Like if the sin of gluttony was characterized, it would be me. Okay, maybe it's not that bad, but my point is that I cannot get any work done without order. Like having to be somewhere at a certain time to make space in my day just to focus on that project or assignment due in a couple hours. To be more specific, it's mainly for things I don't care about. Like a job. Look, as much as I like making money, I despise having to do the same thing over and over for many hours. It's boring, and I'd rather be doing something I'm more passionate about. I realized later in school that I've been taught to remember information instead of learning new things. Like literally the only thing I would do is memorize the words on a study guide for a test, put 2 and 2 together, and I would still get a decent grade. The reason why I prefer going to school is because it makes me get up to be somewhere. I just don't like the getting up part though. If I was at home doing online school every day, I don't think I'd be responsible enough to keep up. The way it worked is highly independent. We join a Zoom call and work through a course on a website, and it was one of those things that we can do on our own time. And I remember barely doing anything because my little smooth brain could not be asked to. For some odd reason, I was working on every subject except social studies, and I don't really know why. I just kinda skipped it the whole entire time. And even then, I wasn't doing well in the other classes. This ultimately resulted in all of my grades dropping, and I mean it was bad, the worst it's ever been. Every school year I would get A's to C's, but this year I got an F, and I was so shocked. An F? How could this possibly be? No! I thought I was not gonna make it out of middle school, but I ended up passing the grade anyways. I'm not sure how at all. I have a love-hate relationship with online school because trust me when I say this, I love staying at home. I'm a very homey person, but I won't do the work. Even when I do, I would always look up the answers anyways. But now we have AI. Would have been useful back then. Since everyone was indoors all the time, the internet was destined to populate, and me being the iPad kid 24/7 already made it very easy to get comfortable. A little too comfortable. Around the time the epidemic was happening, I was locked in on gaming. I mean, I was gonna be a pro Fortnite player, but I had like the worst PC ever, and my game, no joke, literally looked like a potato. Luckily later I upgraded, but it still could barely run the game. I was such a gamer back then that I would play while I was in the Zoom call. One time I was playing a match of Fortnite and my teacher called me out because she could see my face changing colors.
Hey, I don't know what video you're watching, but turn it off and focus up.
But then I went back to playing anyway. I eventually got bored of playing the same game for a long time, and it made quarantine really stale for me. So, in turn, I watched YouTube videos and ate a ginormous amount of junk food. And holy cow, I gained so much weight. I was the laziest I've ever been. But could you really blame me? Well, I guess you could. I was stuck in my room the whole entire time. There was no one else to talk to other than my family, so I started chatting with online friends, and the only activities I knew were eating and sleeping. My whole routine during the epidemic could be summarized in one of those eat, sleep, game, repeat shirts. What? It's all I had at the time. Don't even mention it. Why would I waste my time doing work when I could be filling my belly with diet soda and play Burnout Revenge for the PS2? Out of all my classes, I think PE was the most annoying. It was the first class of the day at 7 AM in the morning, and my teacher would play an exercise video for the whole Zoom call to participate in. Most of the time, the only thing you could see from my camera is my arms, and to be honest, I was just on the floor barely even trying.
2 down, up 3.
Did anyone say something?
There was this one teacher that was kind of helpful. I only say kind of because I didn't really take the advice she was giving, which is a me issue. When my grades were low, I asked for some tips that I didn't end up following. Excuse me? I'm having a hard time doing work.
Maybe we should try to fix up a schedule.
No! The whole schooling part of staying home was so dreadful. And yeah, I could be playing games, watching anything, eating all the food I want, but even that got so lifeless, and my grades kept dropping. You have no idea how much I wanted to go back to the regular paper and pencil. That is the only time I would have said that. We now have AI that could do my homework in like 10 seconds. Oh dear.
You talking to me?
Oh no, I was just saying.
Saying what?
Oh, nothing, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Quarantine really sucked, but I'd be lying if I didn't say I had some of the best moments of my life. Okay, I might be lying, but my point is that even though the world was going through a hard time with no toilet paper, violence, a disease, and more, at least we lived, laughed, and gained a bunch of weight.
Yeah, I hope this doesn't happen again. This is no joke, I'm like really this fat.